Hey guys, it's Avery and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the process of learning a variation and getting it ready to perform, so let's get into it. Okay, so the variation I'm going to be showing you guys is the Dulcinea variation from Don Quixote, or it can be known as like Quichuriac 2, I think. But so last year, it was my first year at classical training program, and I decided I wanted to do YGP just for like another performance opportunity. My studio doesn't focus on competitions, we do a lot of performances, so this was more just like to work on a variation, grow from it, and then to perform it. So we picked this variation because it has a lot of arabesque and attitudes in it, and that's something I really wanted to work on last year. And also because I have scoliosis, it's hard for me to like get my leg behind me and in the right spot, so this variation was perfect for that. It also has a diagonal hops, which was good to build strength like in my legs and in my feet, and then it has like C-zones or just whatever jump like mid to the end of the variation, and that was good for strength building since it was towards the end, and then it has an edge at the very end, which is just fun. So my first rehearsal, I did watch it off of a YouTube video before, but I also kind of already knew the variation. So I would do it once, and then Miss Ashley and I, we would kind of go through it, pick what arms I wanted to do and like the version I wanted to do, because you can do, like I said earlier, there's like a jump section kind of towards the end, and you can do Italian fouettes, like either or, and I picked jumps because I just wanted to work on my jumps in that section. But I do practice it whenever I have like a break in between classes or rehearsals, just so I can like practice it as much as I can. I also do write my notes down after every single private, just to like remember them better, and then before my private the next week I'll review them. I do have one private a week, so that is nice, and then like I said, I'll just practice whenever I can. I really enjoyed performing this variation. I performed it at YGP Dallas and then at YGP Finals, and it was so fun, and I had a tutu made for it and it was amazing. So I'm going to show you guys the beginning, my very first video when I did this, and the very end when I did it at Finals, which was the last time I performed it. So let's do it. Okay, so this is my very first rehearsal. Also, sorry, all my videos that I filmed for this were filmed the wrong way. But anyways, this is my first rehearsal. As you can see, my head is really back on that attitude. Yeah, and that fouette isn't very strong as it got, and that leg was so low and that's on the flesh. But that's probably a better angle where you can see how my chin goes back. I have that problem where I arch back. Doing it again. That one was better. I didn't really roll down on that plie. And I do have to say my transitions improved a lot, so this definitely wasn't good. And these runs, oh my goodness, these runs were so bad. So I've usually been pretty good at hops. The year before this, I did Giselle Act 1, so that had hops in it. So I was pretty comfortable with the hopping section. But you can see like my upper body's very like shaky, and my hands are flopping everywhere. So new. And now I'm running to the back corner for the C-zones. This section was hard for me because it was towards the end. Yeah. I don't think there's any more explanation than that. I just wasn't closing my positions, and my legs were flopping everywhere. Well, this was the beginning. I'm like judging too hard on myself. I do remember when I saw this, I was like, oh, it looks so good. And now I'm like, I can do so much better. And then Menage are just like fun to do at the end. And my chenets were not good either. And then we worked on the chenets some more. Okay, so this is about like 2 weeks later, I think. This one did end up being a lot better, like this rehearsal. Like you can see in this attitude right here, a lot better. And the roll down was like cleaner too. Arabesque so much better, like this was better. My leg was still not as high as I wanted it to be, but way better than last time. Also, these were like my old practice tutus, and they're like huge. I'm like loving my new one so much better. Transitions getting better. Runs are not great. Okay, hops are okay. My supporting leg's a little turned in. I did get that note
to like always keep your supporting leg turned out when you do hops. So, okay, I'm ready to the corner. Still, hops are not good. I mean, hops run, sorry. I mean, I guess these are a little better. And then my manege. I'm definitely stepping out more and traveling more. Ashley really helps me with like traveling more on my maneges, not just stepping under yourself. A little too much force at the end. Okay, so this is the first time I face the back of the room. We do this so I can not get stuck in the mirror and look in the mirror, because when you're on stage, you're not going to have a mirror. So I like to practice facing the back. So this year when I did Grand Pas Classique, I ended up facing the back, like basically the whole time. So this one was pretty good. Oh look, I'm wearing the same leotard. I didn't even realize that. That's the first video. See, leg kick was much better. My Pilates instructor, Miss Emily, we like went through the variation, and I don't exactly remember what it was, but it helped so much. Like, it looks so much better.
Yes.
And I really just had to think of on those attitudes, like forward, and Miss Ashley would always say like, open your arms like you're giving something to someone. Hops were generally pretty good. It was really just the upper body on the hops that I needed to work on. Ooh, that was not good. Yeah, okay, so this video, I didn't end up pitching, so I ran it before. Okay, so again, this is about like 2 weeks later. I was a little far forward, but attitude line is getting so much better. That beautiful arabesque. See, leg kick high. The transformation of this variation was insane. Hops are looking nice. Arms are a lot smoother going through this. They were kind of rough. It still wasn't good. I didn't really get the jumping section clean till like before finals, which is kind of sad, but yeah. And then my manege. I went through like different speeds of manege. You can probably see this one's slower than all the other ones have been, but the music I ended up using for semifinals and finals was like a faster manege music, and then it slows down at the end, so I kind of like plie and then susu. This was the day right before YGP Dallas. We had like a huge snowstorm in Dallas, and we couldn't go to the studios or anything. We were locked in. So I competed on a Friday, and this was Thursday, and I didn't practice this since like Monday. It was kind of stressful, but it didn't go like terrible. It was pretty good. Studios were freezing that day because we like lost power. But anyways, here I go. Yeah, this studio is shaped a little funny. It's like a rectangle. It's very narrow, so there's not really like room width-wise, I guess. There goes the manege. That was not good. Okay, so now we're at my very first performance of this variation. And I do have to say, I think my artistry in this performance, I had a really big like cheese smile, and I didn't really change my facial expression. It was just like smile. So I definitely think that improved a lot. But here is that performance. Some people like to ask me, like, are you ever like nervous when you perform? And yes, I am nervous, but I think the excitement like overpowers the nerves, and I'm just really excited to get on stage again because it's so fun. I slipped a little there on the tape. That wasn't the best, but I think, yeah, I got 3rd place with this. I don't know how that happened, but I think whenever, like, a good tip for hops on point is you just have to make sure before you start the long diagonal, You just have to get on the right spot of your shoe. If you're not in the right spot, it's game over. It's not going to go well. So you have to make sure you're on the right spot for your shoe. And these shoes weren't like super new. They were kind of like that sweet spot to maybe dead. Like I said, these didn't really improve till like March, April. And this was like in the beginning of February. Menage is so fun. I love doing menages. Grandpa Kasik also had a menage at the end, which was super fun. And I did it! I was so happy. It was so fun. All my friends came and supported me. Okay, so I'm not going to show like a bunch of the clips from like February to March because I did take a little break in February. But this is probably like 2 weeks before I performed it at YHB Finals. But looking pretty good. That tutu is gorgeous. I love it so much. Lisa Joy made it for me. It was my very first tutu. A little out of the frame there. My coach, Miss Ashley, she films these for me. So I'm like a visual learner, so I like to see what I look like each week to see what I need to improve upon, to see the corrections that she gave me so I can review. And I do write down all my corrections because I think that's very important so you remember it better. See, getting better. And then the mesh, and then my tiara, I just get them from like a bridal online website. I don't really get the special ballet ones because they're really expensive, and also the bridal ones are beautiful. Okay, we are on to my YHP performance at finals. This stage was amazing. So I'm gonna stop talking now because getting to like the end of my YHB finals variation. This was such a fun variation to perform, and it was such an amazing experience.
Okay, so that was the full process from the very beginning from when I learned it and then to the very end when the last time I performed it. And it was such a fun variation to learn and grow from as a dancer and an artist, just to know that like no one is ever perfect when they first start something, and that was far from perfect, but it did improve a lot. And I'm so grateful for my amazing coaches, and they helped me so much. So I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. See you next time. Bye.